Everyone has their weapon. You know, Sancho has his bow. Achilles has his hunting rifle. Valkyrie has his burst rifle. I have my shorty. Tell us your relationship with the 9mm. Why did that become your weapon, Mr. 9mm? Power of Devlin, as Sancho would say.
I have a feeling people are going to be disappointed by this answer. When I started the game, you get to choose between the revolver and the 9mm. I didn't like the fire rate of the revolver. I didn't like it. It was too slow for me. And I thought, no, like I need something faster. I need something wired. I need something exciting. That's why I chose the 9mm. What are you doing sneaking up behind me? Look at you. Everyone and their dog used the revolver, loved the revolver, and I used the 9mm, and it was the underdog. But the thing is, I really enjoyed the 9mm. I started using it, and I stuck with it. I just stuck with it just because I liked it better.
You like the fact?
There's no other reason. I just enjoyed it better.
Oh my God! What? This is a 1v1. This is a 1v1 with Devlin. It's throwables, everything but the weapon. I get the feeling that you really like the 9mm so much because it was before the time before people started doing all this dancing around and everyone was really more stationary, and that the faster fire rate at that time meant a faster down, a easier down. That's why that became your weapon. I'm assuming that's not really your cup of tea anymore, or is he still your favorite weapon?
Of course it's my favorite weapon. When the world brands you to something, or brands something on you, you very quickly learn to love it. Like, I love the 9mm. I love putting it on because people always say, oh my gosh, Devlin's using a 9mm.
Oh
right?
My God, yeah. How?
Oh my God, it's your thing. If everyone you bumped into was like, oh, Justin, are you gonna use this shorty this time? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? What do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna put it on.
You're gonna use shorty. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if I put on a burst pistol, I will do better with a burst pistol than I will with a 9mm.
Yeah.
That's true. And there's so many people in the community who are better with the 9mm than I am. And I can
exposed. You heard that, people? Exposed. No.
You heard it. Back in the day, I guess you might consider me having been one of the top dogs with the 9mm, but definitely not anymore. And honestly, I don't really care. Because
you hear that, people? It hurts his feelings.
I'm not honored by performing well with the 9mm. I'm honored by the title that the people tag me with. If people call me out with the 9mm, get excited when I'm using the 9mm, like that is what I really cherish. That's what I love. Being able to share that with other people, and it's like no effort at all. Like, what? Use a specific weapon and everyone in your lobby freaks out and gets excited and loves it. It's like it's so great, and that's a gift of YouTube in general. Is that I can sit down and work 3, 4, 5, 6 hours making a quick video, post it online, and then hundreds of people get to watch it and enjoy it. That is so satisfying. It's so awesome. And same works with the 9mm. Like, no, I can apply that to YouTube. I can apply that to the 9mm. I'm not the best at it. I'm not the best YouTuber. I'm not the best 9mm player. People say Devlin's the 9mm king. And it's like, how do you measure that? Do you want to put me in a 1v1 against you and try and play the 9mm?
That's a good idea. Let's do a 1v1 9mm. Better to be known as the 9mm king than the shorty scrub. I consider my shorty dancing as performance art. I want to talk about your signature video on your channel. Actually is the 9mm tips and tricks video that came out not too long after Remastered came out. Has 12,000 views, double the amount of your second most viewed video. Do you feel like the hard work you put into that video paid off? Do you feel like that video really solidified you as, oh, that guy that is the best with the 9mm? Or because it was a very good video. It felt like it was in depth as fuck. I was like, what the f? He knows the rate of fire to the decimal point. Shit. It was pretty impressive.
I'm actually really excited to answer this question because I think this question is gonna educate people a lot. When I made that tips video, a lot of people freaked out. I actually made a different 9mm tips video that wasn't even like an official Factions Friday thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that 9mm tips video was a Factions Friday.
Yeah,
one.
I think yeah.
Back when I was doing this thing called Tidbit Tuesday, and I put out this little tips and tricks video. It's actually up there in some of the most popular ones, and it was the first 9mm tips and tricks video. And that's what I posted, and that's when the community blew up. Because they saw me using the 9mm, and again, please understand, this is back in the day when everyone was a noob. Everyone sucked at the
King of the noobs
so
right here.
As soon I did not become amazing at the 9mm, I became mildly decent with the 9mm. People saw it and they exploded. They loved it. And, you know, when it comes to entertainment, that's what it's about. And I'm honored and I'm happy that people love that. But the reality is, everyone sucked back then. Everyone did, including myself. When I say everyone, I mean absolutely everybody sucked back then. When I put out this tips video, people loved those double headshots and things like that. And that took off. That just lit up. I ended up making that second 9mm tips and tricks video and put it out, hoping for the same effect. At that point, I put that other tips and tricks video out. This is actually kind of where it gets sad, because YouTube, we need to talk about YouTube for a second, and what YouTube is and how it behaves as a platform. I put out that tips video, and the truth behind it is not that impressive. And trust me, I'm willing to tell the world about that truth. I do. That's why I'm bringing it up in this interview. YouTube does not value your content by how much work you put into it. I have a very professional channel. I put in 20 to 30 hours a week into my channel. That's posting videos, that's replying to comments, that's anything and everything that I do that's related to the channel. I put in 20 to 30 hours a week. And what frustrates me the most is that the amount of work I put into that tips video is I've actually put in 2 to 3 times the amount of work into other videos, and they perform nowhere near as well as it. And there's a couple reasons behind that, and that is that YouTube, tips and tricks videos is something people search for on YouTube. And as soon as people search for something, your video is more inclined to succeed, right? If I put in hours and hours and hours into a sexy montage, people aren't going to sit down and search up, you know, that one sexy montage Devlin made, you know? People sit down and search, how do I get better with the 9mm? 9mm tips. Boom. There's my video, right?
Yeah.
I have over 500 videos on my channel. And there's so many other YouTubers out there that have 50 to 100 videos on their channel, and their channel is 10 times the size of mine. That's okay for them. Right. I'm happy. I will never be upset because of someone else's success. That's wonderful. But what I do not love is how YouTube fails to measure a video based on how much work's put into it, because some of the videos that I've put the most time in my life into are some of the videos that have succeeded the least. And that's kind of the depressing side of being a content creator. Is because you pour your heart and soul into something, it makes you feel like YouTube just kind of shits all over it and treats it like nothing. At the same time, you can whip something up that took you 2 seconds and boom, YouTube eats it up and loves it and glorifies it, right? You know that funny pose video I made?
Look at this guy holding his 9mm.
Whoa.
I'm going to kill you, man.
That is one of the top videos on my channel, and I put it like half an hour of time into that. That's like editing it, rendering it, uploading it. It was like so quick. I just threw it together. I'm like, this is funny. Thousands of views. But there's other videos and other content that I have poured days and weeks into, and then they hit 500 views. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for those 500 views, every single one of them. But do you see how YouTube fails to measure something's value by that? It's just like in the 4K shoutout video I did now. It's like, why on earth would you measure a YouTube channel based off of the subscriber count? That's ridiculous. I'm so happy people pointed that out to me. And sadly, YouTube does measure videos that way. They measure videos by popularity, because at the end of the day, YouTube is a business. The more people watch something, the more ads are seen. The more ads are seen, the more money YouTube makes. So they don't care how much work you put into videos. They care about how many people are brought to it. And that's the sad ruthlessness behind YouTube and what YouTube is. And a lot of people really need to open their eyes and understand that, because at the end of the day, the platform that we're all working together on, it's broken, because there's so many channels out there that are smaller than mine. And the amount of work that the content creators put in puts me to shame.
Oh no, you are a bitch. I can't even talk. You're alive. Get
oh man, nice hit. You had to get a headshot there, eh?
I did.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
hey. I much prefer quantity over quality, to be honest.
And that's the thing, Justin. Your channel as a whole is picking up, and it's doing very well for how old your channel is compared to the number of subscribers you had. You're doing incredibly well. And that's putting aside shoutouts and like me redirecting viewers to you, and putting that aside, your channel's gotten places, and that's because of the quantity. And as a content creator, you're ripped between these two worlds, this world of quantity and this world of quantity, because YouTube rewards quantity.
Yeah.
It does reward quality, but there's so much quality out there. Oh,
I'm so
nice.
the best.
You are the best. There's so many quality videos that are just disregarded on YouTube. Whereas, if you put out more videos on YouTube, you have a better chance of them performing well. Just because there's more of them. And that sucks. It really does suck for everyone who values quality. And I'm constantly in this torn between these two, because I really want to make quality content. And at the same time, it is way more exhausting on YouTube to pour in weeks of your life into one video and then put it out, and it'll 400, 500, 600 views. And I am using those numbers based off of my channel's regular posts. My channel regularly will make just under 1,000 views for a factions video, and it'll make about 500 or 600 views for a not factions video. And I love those numbers. I love them. I'm so happy with them. But at the end of the day, there's so many people who put out quality content, and it's not rewarded.
Oh no, I'm so bad. If I was good, I would have got you, but I was bad.
You're the best. You're the best.
Best at being bad.
I always find myself, I take a step back from YouTube, because usually it's because of something in my personal life. I mean, this most recent one, I want to share this here now, because I really want to give you a lot of exclusive stuff that's never going to show on my channel. But the last kind of pause in videos that I've done between now and hopefully when I hit 4K I'll pick it back up, was because I had some family stuff, family emergencies. My mother actually had 2 strokes in the same week, and at that point it's like your entire life goes on hold, because like
I'm sure there's people are saying, where are the videos? I want to see my factions content. And you're like, asshole.
I know, and I roll my eyes. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go and like friggin' spend time with my mother, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's just priorities in life there, and when I'm coming back, I'm really wanting to push quality again, because every time I kind of start another spree of videos, and usually they last 3-4 months of posting a lot of videos, like daily videos. When I come back, I start strong with quality. By the end of that spree of videos, I've now valued quantity over quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so hard. It's so hard starting kind of a string of videos, pushing that quality and logging in all that time, and then seeing that your videos are performing worse than when you pushed for quality, quantity. Oh, you're putting me to shame, dude.